Yeah, so actually the Rainbow Choir started with a $200 donation from Peace United. So that got me a little tiny bit of music. We borrowed music after that, but otherwise we're totally self-funded. We ask for donations at our concerts. We appear at Rochester Pride and other events, but otherwise we raise our own money. Hey, I'm Dylan Starr, and I'm the director of the Rochester Rainbow Choir. Yeah, so the group kind of met informally for a while and was looking for a director, and they found a space, and they found a piano, and they found a pianist, but needed a director. And so somebody that they had that was a little bit of a lead on a director referred them to me to direct, because I had this job here at Peace United, which is the church that hosts us, and because I'm a trusted member of the queer community who also loves to make music and has the skill of being able to direct a choir.
I've made some of my best friends in the choir so far, and people that I would have probably never run into, all different ages, all different demographics. I've really been able to hone in on our, chosen family within the choir. We've met so many cool people. We've also been able to make connections outside of Rochester as well because of the choir, and it's really just brought in so many opportunities for us within the community too. So it's really exploded not only, our community here, but our social life in general too. Well, I'm Al. Pronouns are they, them, and I am one of the founders of the Rochester Rainbow Choir. I think between Max and I, we kind of were missing music in our lives. We didn't really have any good connections in the community to any churches or any other organizations that had music. I did music in college, and so it had been a few years since I had been involved in a group or done any sort of performance. And so we were really craving that connection in that community. And we were craving kind of a queer space that we could be in that didn't involve, going out to party all the time or meeting at more, social spaces, but more of like a relaxed environment that we could meld our love for music and create such a cool community all in one.
Yeah, I really fell in love with music around middle school. I took piano lessons for about 3 years. Then in high school, I did band, played percussion, and I also did some choir there. So I've done those, built the background, the fundamentals, and then I really found how powerful it was to sing in a choir with all of those voices using your own instrument is really phenomenal. So, hello, my name is Max. I use they, them, theirs pronouns. And I am one of the co-founders of the Rochester Rainbow Choir. A random night, I was thinking, we were on the couch, and I just said, hey, I miss being in a choir. Do you miss being in a choir? Yeah. We don't have very many queer friends yet. We've kind of settled in this area. Why don't we just make a queer choir? I know this is a radical idea, big, why don't we just? But you never know. I would say important to me because when it was first starting, I also had many medical things going on, and I just needed something positive. So I was able to pour energy that could have been used just worrying about things that were out of my control, and more so into something that I could control. I saw what we were lacking. We talked together and we said, how can we make this happen? And I just think that's really awesome. And then past that, to see and hear about and be told from our members, from other people in the community, how impactful this has been, not only for them, but then for people outside of their community, their relatives, all of that kind of stuff. It's been, at a loss for words.
Yeah, exactly. Well, when they asked me to direct the choir, I knew that it would be a good fit for Peace. Peace is known in the community as an open and affirming church and an open and affirming community. And so me working here really made sense to also make this choir part of the work that I do for the community here at Peace. I guess the first couple of years, my focus was really to highlight queer artists. And so we had some great music. And it's also, I like to sing a lot of pop music because that's where I find the most meaningful music, is music that's accessible. And pop and rock music is stuff that everybody loves. And whether they know it or not, a lot of the messages in that type of music are really positive and inclusive. So that's what I go into most of my searches looking for, is music with a message. And like I said, the first couple of years it was trying to highlight queer artists. Maybe the second season I tried to highlight allies in the community, in the pop community. But for this third season, which we've kept this music the longest, this season we used the same music the full year, and in past seasons we've split it in half. Anyway, this music was all about the inspiration of positivity and community and kindness. And so I just looked for songs that really highlighted those themes.
I think that it's important for Rochester as a whole, because I think that throughout the last few years, I moved here back in 2022, I believe, and I didn't really see much of a queer scene from that outside perspective, and we tried to get involved with a few other organizations in town, but nothing really felt like it fit. And I think that creating a group that is just so welcoming and inclusive of anybody, regardless of sexual orientation or gender or belief system, was something that Rochester really needed. And I think it just creates more of a welcoming environment for the town in general, especially in this current climate.
Yeah, when it first started, I'll be completely honest, I said, well, selfishly, this is something I really want. So let's just try, Yeah, and like Al said, we've made some of the best friends that we've really ever had within our community that we maybe never would have met, connecting with a shared passion of something that is impactful to not only us, but to so many other people. And it's, really rewarding.
Rochester has a lot of opportunity to make music, and it's, the Rainbow Choir provides us with a space that's pretty casual. I don't have an attendance policy. I have an attendance request. Our dress code is gender neutral. There's no auditions, so it's accessible to everyone. And I think that it's unique for those three reasons right there. But I also think it's important because of the feelings that I get when I direct, and I think the trust that I've built with this group and that they've built among one another is pretty unique. And it's something that I don't feel in a lot of other community spaces. Nobody's out to for personal gain in this group, which is pretty unique. Even I, as the director, always remind the group that I'm part of the group, that none of us is any greater than the other. We all need everybody in this group. And I think that's a pretty cool message to share and to be able to live with them.
Community sounds a tad cliche, but I would say community. You don't know what you're missing when you don't have it. And now that we have it, it's so impactful. It changes everyday life. You have friends for the rest of your life, and there's no other way to describe that comfort.
When we're at our venues on tour or at a concert, I invite anybody to join the choir with only 2 rules, and they are that you have to be 18 or older, because it's an adult chorus, and that you have to be kind. Those are the only rules about being in the Rochester Rainbow Choir.